How important is the real estate company you align your license with? How important is it? Well, I'm going to tell you. I've been with quite a few, and I've got some interesting insights to tell you. So I'm Kathy Burns. I'm a waterfront specialist here in the Lake Norman area, which is just north of Charlotte, North Carolina. So how important is the firm that you align yourself with? Well, in the beginning, I was really naive, starting life over and trying to figure out real estate, period, much less the company I aligned myself with. I started with Coldwell Banker, and they were good. As far as I knew, I didn't know any different, right? The splits were heavy, but they had phone duty, which was great. That helped me a lot. That helped me launch. The training was lean. The collaboration was almost non-existent. I ended up moving over to Remax because I heard that they were power players over there. There was a little more collaboration there, but not much. There was phone duty there this years ago. And there was a partnership that I formed there, but I was doing a lot of self-knowledge, and that's really how it was. The major players did not share or collaborate. The splits were better, but still severe. We were there, I ended up having a partnership there. We were there for some time, ended up going to a smaller, newer franchise that offered a different type of split. And we saw that we could make more money. That didn't turn out to be a good plan for me. I ended up going over to KW. I was only there for about 8 months when my world was kind of falling apart right there with lots of personal stuff, but that's another story. Anyway, I ended up joining a team at KW, the LePage Johnson team, and that was a huge relief for me and quite a blessing from so many aspects of taking things off my plate. And they were a mega team, which means high producing team, very well respected in the area. I honestly felt very honored to be on the team. And so now, 2 weeks later, they decided to go to EXP. Well, the first time in my life, I didn't really check it out. I just went with them. And I'm like, I'm just going to go. I trust you guys have got enough things going on. So once I get over there, I said, well, let me take a look. And I did. And I liked what I saw because it was so different. The biggest thing here I want you to know about, it's one company. Now that company is now almost 90,000 strong in 24 countries. It wasn't anywhere near that when I started. It's just a little baby company with 2,300 people. It's now publicly traded. The stock has been a big part of how the benefits are with it. It has health insurance if that's important, which it is to a lot of agents. The stock opportunity to be able to take it out of your commission so that you could start to build a savings plan. I don't know about you, but I wasn't real good at paying my taxes quarterly and kind of got messed up in there, and I thought that could be a saving grace. Not to mention that I was awarded stock and different things like that. But I'm going to tell you, the best part, it's the evolution. Now, this was 7 years ago. This is August 24. NAR just started. And I have been through some ups and downs in this market. And I got to tell you, your company does matter. So when all this started happening with NAR, our company, our CEO, our founder, they dove right in. They dove right in so that we would all know exactly what was going on. They even dove in when MLSs around the country weren't even doing the forums to get together so the agents even had a clue what to do. So they led the country. That was very powerful. So there's so many pieces that make EXP an amazing company to be aligned with. And many have tried to duplicate it. And I applaud them for attempting, and many will go there and good, do what you need to do. For me, this has been a game changer. This year, I was invited to tell my story in Cabo, Mexico, in front of, I think there were about, 500, 600 agents, who knows. I had 15 minutes to share my story of how I started over from being broke, knowing only one person in the state, to building a great career. And I loved being able to be up on stage and share that story because EXP was really the secret ingredient there. I've got grit, I've got tenacity, but honestly, I did not thrive to the level that I've thrived until I came to EXP 7 years ago. It has been a blessing in so many aspects for me, and I'm so grateful for it. So do I think it's important, the company that you pick? Yes. What are the things that make EXP so special? Well, the one thing that I'm going to tell you that's really happened this year is the outgoing referrals. And you say, well, any agent can do that. Yes, they can, but not like we can here. So because we're one company and we are global, we're not a franchise that has little franchises that are really disconnected. They have one name, but they are all different owners that have that are paying a franchise fee. It's like saying the McDonald's guy on this street is related to the McDonald's guy down that street. No, they're not, right? So, but when you're one company where all the owners are agents and some are privately held, but over 70% of EXP is owned by its agents. That's an important piece too, because you have power of not the company being controlled by parties that don't have any idea what real estate's all about, right? So there's that. But a year ago this last May, I met a woman online, LinkedIn, in Portugal, and she was coming to the States, and she was going to be talking all about Portugal. And I said, oh, well, because I'm also at EXP, paid for bringing agents to EXP through their revenue share program, which is an income stream. And at my particular age, right now I'm 74, I thought, wow, this is really nice. I'm going to do this, which I've been doing. And it has been really nice. That's the part that's really been life-changing. The stock, the rev share, the collaboration on steroids. Anyway, I digress. So back to my gal in Portugal. So I helped her and her team for over a year. They would have questions on AI or VAs or tech, and I would help them. And we would work together. They had no intention of coming to EXP. And then about this last June, there was going to be an EXP International Convention in Lisbon, which is where they're at. So I said, hey girl, I'm going to fly out there. Can I buy you tickets to come so you could kind of check it out? And she said yes. So I got one for her, VIP ticket for her and for her general manager, and they came. They didn't come all day long every day. They came, they cherry picked what they wanted, which was fine. But what was great about it was they got to meet all the power players. They got to meet the founder of the company, the CEO of the company, a major producer out of Canada that runs her business just like my gal does in Portugal. Thinks that way, trains her agents that way. And they were two like-minded people. I knew that they would connect, and they did. She got to meet people in other countries because there were 18 countries represented in Lisbon this last June. So not only did I get to connect her, I got to make connections globally like I never did before, because I was willing to do things that a lot of other agents don't do. I go to all these events. I want to learn. I want to connect. So who your company is, again, very important. Are they collaborating? Ours is on steroids. And we have internal tools that are so powerful about being able to connect, collaborate, but also, remember I said outgoing referrals, and you said our company does that too? Not like us. So global, what's happening in the world right now? Well, politically, it's kind of a mess. So are people looking outside of the country to purchase properties? Yes. I don't mean that as a political statement, but are they? Yes. Also, luxury buyers are definitely looking into other countries. Where's one of them? Portugal? Yes. That's one of the reasons I was very excited to connect with this particular woman. And Italy, Dubai, Mexico, South Africa. How about that? France, you name it. And I now, because of my connections in EXP through the global network, going to Lisbon myself, I've made personal connections around the world. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start sharing their listings, because we're one company. And if they give me their permission, which they do, I can market their properties, which I am. So when I start to do that, am I getting calls for it? You bet I am. Hey, what do you got going on in Portugal, Kathy? Are you a global realtor now? Yes, I am. And I love that, because I can be a global realtor because of EXP. And the thinking bigger part of it that you can do at EXP is incredible. So here's what happened this week. Here's my gal. She's decided to come over from Portugal. So her and her team, they're coming, right? So I'm in our internal platform within EXP, and I'm in the global room, and one of these guys says, hey, I've got an investor who's looking to invest somewhere in the world that is beautiful, popular, and it's probably going to be a hotel. Do you know anybody? And I go, I do. Do you think they might be interested in Portugal? And he responds, yes, I think they would. So we get on a call, and he's out of Kentucky. And he said he's been working with this investor who's got 1,000 doors. And the guy says, I'm done doing the flips and all that. I want hotels, and I want them in beautiful places so that I can go visit, write it all off as part of my business expense, enjoy it with my family. And so the guy in Kentucky, the agent, the EXP agent in Kentucky, said this to the guy that I got a connection for you in Portugal. He was all over it. And he goes, I'm also interested in South Africa. Remember I said we've got connections in South Africa? I said, great. So now I reach out to Portugal gal and said, hey, can we do a Zoom call with an investor? Oh, I forgot to tell you the important part. I told the guy in Kentucky, I said, you know, I saw that there was a hotel there for $35 million last year with the guy that I was talking to. What do you think your investor's budget is? And he goes, yeah, I think that might be around the number. I said, great. So I am now connecting Kentucky EXP agent to Portugal EXP agent, and there's an internal connection that's about to happen on a Zoom call tomorrow. Very excited about that. Now those two are going to do the referral. I'm not going to be part of that. I'm the connector. How do I win? Because that $35 million deal is going to happen in an organization that I brought over to EXP. I don't know which one of those agents is going to get that deal, but what this is going to do for those agents who've just recently come over to EXP, who are part of my rev share program and their own, they're all not only going to get a piece of the rev share, but one of our two of them is going to get some commissions on top of that. And the founder is going to see how her whole agency is blessed. So for me, this is validation of how the system works. For the Kentucky agent, he's going to get a great referral. For the investor, he's going to get great properties in Portugal. And because I know the Portugal people, they're going to teach him how to do the money. They're going to teach him all about what it takes to be able to buy in another country. They're going to know the different types of hotels that are available, because in Europe, they don't have MLSs there. Everybody can sell the same property. Well, my gal is well respected for luxury properties, well known, and that's what this guy wants. Boutique luxury hotels for people that he knows are traveling. And what's happening in Portugal? It's written up on a regular basis. Just how many Americans, Brits, Italians are all buying in Portugal. So why is it important to pick your company? Anything you heard here sound really exciting about EXP? Because I hope it did, because it is amazing. If you're interested in how that could benefit you, please book a strategy call with me. Let's talk. If you're a business builder, if you got hustle, because I am now teaching agents, EXP primarily, how to do outgoing referrals to your sphere to drum up business you didn't even imagine was there. It's real easy when you got somebody that's local that says, hey, we're moving to Denver, Colorado, and I'm going to sell your house here, but I can get you an agent in Denver. That's simple, and that happens, and that's lean. What if you could do this on a regular basis, on a weekly basis? It's exactly how I'm doing it. I'm marketing luxury properties all around the world myself, and when people come to me and say, hey, I'm interested in that, remember Global Kathy Realtor, that's me. I'm interested in that, or maybe I'd like something else. I say, okay, let's talk, and let me get you connected to the jewel of an agent who will be able to help you in that country, in that area. And I get my buyer referral agreement done, because EXP has global to global EXP referral contracts already drawn up, ready to go. Remember, one company, global. It's powerful. So here's another stream of income. EXP offers so many streams of income. The stock, the revenue share, this outgoing referrals. I'm telling you, this is a good one to pick. It's a really good one to pick. And I would love to talk to you more about it. So book that strategy call. Subscribe below. If you like this kind of stuff, stay tuned, because I think outside the box. I'm a bigger thinker, and I hope you are too. So stay tuned. See you on the next one.